Hey, what's up? This is AJ from Fire from Heaven. Welcome to another episode of the Fireosophy. Today I was just going to give a bit of an update on the projects I've been working on. I recently released Metal Motivationals, just like a short EP with instrumental tracks. I have lyrics I've written for those tracks, and I plan on adding a bit more to those tracks before they're finished, with like a full album version. But I'm just going to kind of keep writing those on top of working on like a bigger project I'm working on. I haven't thought of any idea for the name of the album, but it's going to be kind of like an epic poem. As far as like lyrics go, that's kind of what I'm going for. And bringing back a lot of the symphonic elements that a lot of you have requested, alongside like the just a heavy metal style I've been doing, like a little bit more, not as much death metal, but more just a bit thrash metal, but no, not thrash metal, just a little bit older sounding heavy metal, just kind of like traditional like heavy metal, very riff driven, rhythmic, sometimes groovy, like bare knuckle riffage. I was just going for like a groove metal kind of feel for the whole album. Obviously not completely, but throwing in a bit of those elements there. But this album I'm kind of doing similar, but still incorporating like a lot of the stuff I've used in the past. Death metal, it's kind of always been there a bit, but I don't know. It's gonna be melodic, but also heavy, you know what I mean? And heavy on the symphonic elements. Just taking my time to write it because I want to be, good and what everyone's kind of requesting, and not just throwing in a little extra symphonic instrument there or here. And as far as like the lyrics go, like with the last couple of albums, like Make Some Noise and Bare Knuckle Riffage, I've just been writing about kind of just whatever I felt like writing about. Like even in Make Some Noise, like a lot of it was just like kind of how older metal was, where it's just about metal itself. So there was quite a bit of that in that album. And then Bare Knuckle Riffage, I was just writing about things that just I'm tired of, basically. And so basically with this album, I'm kind of combining a little bit of that, but I'm just putting some of my experiences into sort of an epic poem, or I'm trying to. It's my attempt at it, but it's certainly not an epic poem in the case of like what most people would think of, like freaking, the big epics like Odyssey or some of the other ones like Dante's Inferno, this kind of thing. Like it's got that kind of feel a little bit like a person on a journey, and it's just sharing my life experiences in more of that like epic adventure kind of way. That's what I'm going for anyways. So yeah, I'll talk a bit more about it as I continue working on it. So watch out for more episodes of the Fireosophy, and I'll share what I'm currently working on. If you want to hear some of my latest tracks, check out Bandcamp. That's where I'm releasing everything. And think of anything else I need to update you on? I don't think there's anything else. So stay metal.